have another spooky story for you guys. This one was submitted by someone who believes that she may have been rescued by the ghost of a loved one. Let's just jump right into the story. I had a family friend named Peter. He was a lawyer, and ever since I was a teenager, I would call him whenever something felt off. He was like a second father to me, always guiding me through life. As I got older, I became a law student myself, and we stayed in contact even more. He was the only person who truly understood the struggles that I was facing. But in 2022, something strange happened. I was with my family when my phone rang. It was Peter, but he immediately hung up. At first, I thought it was just a mistake, but then it happened again. He called and hung up 4 times in the span of roughly 10 minutes. I didn't know it then, but that was the exact moment that he was suffering from his first stroke. Somehow, even though he was in that state, the only thing he could think of was trying to hear my voice. Thankfully, he survived and recovered. A few months later, things went back to normal. By 2023, I was in my third year of law school, and things had started to fall apart for me. I had just failed both criminal and civil law. I felt like I was at my breaking point, and I seriously thought about ending my life. In that moment, I decided to call Peter. He picked up right away. The call felt normal at first, but then he told me something strange. He said, "The law can be hard. It's very important to tell your mom that I wish her all the best and blessings to her. Tell her this." I didn't think much of it at the time, but I did pass my exams shortly after that conversation. I didn't get a chance to speak to him again after that. Everything seemed fine until November. On the night of November 6th, I was home alone. Suddenly, I saw two men crawling over our fence, ready to break into our house. My Swedish elk hound went crazy, barking and preparing to attack. I hid in my room as I was terrified, just watching them from the window. Then, something happened that I just can't explain. Even though every single window and door was locked, I suddenly heard the front door slam open. Heavy footsteps stomped across the first floor. Curtains were being yanked violently, back and forth as if someone was searching the rooms. It went on for about 2 or 3 minutes, and then the sound was so loud and aggressive that the men outside just froze. Then, without hesitation, they bolted back over the fence, jumped into their car, and sped away like they had seen something they just couldn't handle. About a week later, my mom decided to call Peter to tell him about what had happened. But when she dialed his number, the line was disconnected. So she called his son instead, and that is when we learned the truth. Peter had died in February of 2023. I was in shock. I told my parents about the call that I had with him that summer in June. They had actually overheard me talking to him at that time, so they knew I wasn't making it up. My dad was terrified and asked me to check my phone logs, but there was nothing. No trace of those calls existed. To this day, I believe Peter saved me from beyond the grave that night. He was there again, protecting me when I needed it most. Rest in peace, Peter. You are loved and you are not forgotten. So, what do you guys think about this story? Was it really Peter who came back from beyond the grave to save his family? Leave your thoughts down in the comments and don't forget to like and follow for more spooky stories.